Hey, everybody. Welcome to Three Corky Dudes. And on this podcast episode, we are going to talk about wines on a menu. Hey, pretty cool. And tonight we're going to feature white wines on a menu. So we are here with Jeff and Ben, and let's get started. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we are going to discuss white wines that you find on a menu. Just typical stuff. Most American restaurants out there. We were looking at restaurants like maybe a Chili's or a macaroni grill or an Olive Garden, even worse. But we're looking at like that kind of stuff, or simple Italian restaurants, huh?
So there goes our sponsorship.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't want it from them. But yeah, so you but like little restaurants, not big fancy things. So, we were talking about that. My friend brought it up to me. He said, "Hey, I got a great idea for your show. Why don't you talk about wines and what to pair them with on a menu?" So that's what we're going to do tonight. And let's get started. We're going to start around. We're going to go around. I think the three wines, what are the three wines we have, Jeff?
I'm doing a Sauvignon Blanc. I believe you are doing a Pinot Grigio, and Ben?
I got a Moscato.
Ooh, Moscato.
Ben's kind of breaking the rules.
I was supposed to be a Chardonnay.
So take it from the guy who's, out of all three of us, is the only one who's designed menus and wine lists, correct?
Yes.
But I hardly had, if not, I had no Moscato. I think I had one, and that's the sparkling sweet Moscato. Because it was
I failed you guys.
No, it's okay. We're going to pretend it's Chardonnay. Hold it up really quick. Show everybody.
You guys are going to give me a lot of shit for this.
Show it up. Oh, look at that Chardonnay. Barefoot Chardonnay.
Someone who would like to be on a podcast with some real wine knowledge or sense, please call us, DM us. Steven.
It's not about the wine.
It's going to be like, I got the jalapenos ready.
Let's just talk about what we have. Let's start with you, Ben. Now, we were talking about Chardonnays. They're on the menu a lot, right? So Chardonnays are on the menu like almost every restaurant you go to. So what would you pair food-wise with that Chardonnay or Moscato?
Yeah, so I'd go with like a lamb, maybe a Alfredo, something with a creamy sauce, something with a white sauce. Any kind of like fruit, or like a salad, if you're into that game as well.
What about fish?
Fish. Fish. The big fighting marlin, some white fish,
Okay.
Some bluegill.
Very cool. Nice buttery fish.
Right.
That's cool.
Buttery Chardonnay.
Yeah, nice buttery Chardonnay, something that's oaked. So now you have a Moscato that you're drinking. What would you pair with your Moscato?
Similar things. This is going to be a little more sweeter. Got a couple of facts to throw out at you about Moscato.
Let's do it.
It was first created, dates back to 3000 BC. That's some old stuff.
That is.
It is. So does Steve.
That and iron. Barefoot, we talked about being able to recognize things on the menu. It's one of the top 10 recognizable brands in the United States.
Okay.
All right.
That is very cool.
I didn't fail you on that one.
No, it's good. So what you have any more facts about Moscato?
I think that kind of wraps it up.
I'm going to go back to Ben, and I'm going to tell you guys or the audience, I think if you like Moscato, and by the way, there's beautiful Moscatos out there. I actually have a Muscat wine that I'm waiting to drink on this podcast. But if you see a restaurant with cheese or a charcuterie plate, Moscato can go really nice with that. Obviously with the cheeses, but if you got some, usually cheese plate has some jam on it, like some fig jam, that will pair really nicely with it. And then, there's Moscato and there's sparkling Moscato. And if you had a seafood restaurant, I know, and you got some oysters on the menu, you can down some oysters in Moscato. Moscato is very easy to drink Steve, have you had a Moscato before?
I probably have. I wouldn't remember if I did. I'm sure I did at some point.
It's easy drinking, and then again, it's a good, even after dinner drink, you could pull out a Moscato.
Right. Okay.
Drink it. So I would say pair those menu items with Moscato, but You say, what am I drinking?
Yes, what are you drinking?
Okay, then it's Barefoot. You don't need to aerate or swirl your wine. No offense. There goes our other sponsorship. All right. We got a lovely Sauvignon Blanc. We're doing full Sauvignon Blanc. I've talked about my friend Matt,
Yes.
the winemaker. This is from Santa Barbara. But the reason why I talking about Sauvignon Blanc is, you mentioned a lot of the chain restaurants, Italian especially, but Chinese food. Everyone loves Chinese food, from Panda Express to fortune cookies, orange chicken, or just so even actually for dinner, I'm making sweet Thai chili pork lettuce wraps. And Sauvignon Blanc goes great with spicy foods. It cuts down that spiciness. It complements the food as well, because a lot of usually Sauvignon Blancs are herbaceous and have some lime in it. And the aromatics, for example, you're sniffing this and you are getting, hold on, I'm getting the lime, I'm getting some white peaches on it. So that's really lovely. And then when you drink it, well, it's just good. It's delicious.
It's just good. I like that. It's just good.
It is.
Let's do it.
I get some lemon rind, some kumquat on it, some honeysuckle. So imagine that with a nice plate of orange chicken or some Chinese food, even some bok choy, some wonton soup. So that's what I would pair Sauvignon Blanc with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Steve?
I have a question. Will it pair well with let's say something spicy chicken?
It will. Again, it will cut down. I mean, I am, and I don't know if anyone's going to talk about, and we should do one episode on just buffalo wings. So I think the buffalo sauce will probably kick this wine's ass, or kick any Sauvignon Blanc's ass, because it's too spicy, but it's still, just go for the spice and go for a Sauvignon Blanc, because again, it will help cut down that spice.
Oh, cool.
But,
Very cool. That's good to know. I didn't, I've seen Sauvignon Blanc on, menus before.
Yeah.
And I've seen Chardonnay. Haven't seen a Moscato.
No,
but I think that's other restaurants you can. It's probably out there, no?
Yeah. So look, like I said, if you know anything about my background, managed restaurants. Usually by the glass, you're always going to have 1 to 2 Chardonnays, 1 to 2 Sauvignon Blancs, and not a Moscato, but sweet wines. You're going to have a Riesling.
Okay.
If it's a fine dining restaurant, we'll do a French Sauvignon Blanc and a California Sauvignon Blanc or something like that. And same with the Chardonnay. But usually for whites, it's Chardonnay, Sauvignon, mostly a Riesling. And then, of course, you have your sparkling wines, and you're going to see American sparkling and a champagne on it.
So champagne, what are your thoughts on Andre, Jeff?
Barefoot. Maybe that will be, I've been in hotels and ran hotel bars. That might be the bar, the catering bar menu.
Okay. Here's a question for you. Ben, this is for you. Going back to a Moscato, is that like a sparkling wine? Is it bubbly?
That it does have just a little bit of fizz on this one.
So it's like a pet nat.
Yeah. You can get it either way is the best way to answer that question.
Okay. Very cool.
Kind of like a Chardonnay, oaked versus unoaked, which I guess I was supposed to bring. I will say, though, I see Moscato in this area on the menu an awful lot.
Okay. Well, then that's fair. That's fair.
And I'm going to defend this statement in a way that is controversial, at least probably in this group and with most people that drink a lot of wine, is it's just so much sweeter and just like Jeff was saying, easy drinking.
Okay.
Like, it caters to the wine drinkers that, maybe don't have a refined palate.
Wear tank tops a lot? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's great. I love the tank top. I'm sorry. I think it looks fantastic. I mean, that's your thing, man. I mean, you're running all the time. You're doing your bits on Instagram. That's your thing. God bless the tank top.
God bless it.
That's it. I chose what I see a lot in restaurants over here on the East Coast, and that is Pinot Grigio. Now, you're going to notice this Pinot Grigio is a little bit darker, or a lot a bit darker than some of like Santa Margarita's Pinot Grigio and things of that sort. And
talk about a main wine you always see on the menu.
Yeah, and that's a Santa Margarita Pinot Grigio, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great. I actually enjoy that wine.
I go to
Yeah, it's great. And the one I have is from a New Jersey winery, Angelico, and it's a Pinot Grigio. And I've done their wines before on our show, and this one's a little bit different, and it tastes phenomenal. It's kind of got like almost a honey flavor to it, mixed in with that lemon, that crispness. So it's got a nice balance of sweet. So I would say it's an off dry. Is that the best way to say it? It's like sweet and acidic.
I guess, yeah.
A little bit. It's definitely got a little sweetness to it. However, being a Pinot Grigio, right? There's a lot of things you can have that with. So if you're looking at an appetizer menu and you're trying, oh, what am I going to have? Some people say, I want to have this food, and then they go back and they want to look at the wine, right? Some people look at the wine and say, I want to have wine. What can I eat with it? And I'm that person. I'll pick the wine first off the wine menu, and then I want to decide what I can eat with it. Yes, you too, Jeff?
Yes, and I was actually going to ask you this. So it's funny because I'm not going to brag, and I get to brag because I'm the only one in the restaurant business, or have been in the restaurant business. I pick wine by just drinking the wine. Do you understand? And good wine to me is wine that doesn't need food. So if someone's like, oh, try my wine or try this wine, I'm like, this is good. I can sit out on my porch every day drinking wine.
Yes.
Regardless if it's $10 a bottle or $250 a bottle. If I can drink this alone and it's not high tech, you could say,
right,
you need the food. Oh, you need the steak or the oyster or the lobster. No, I just want a good wine. So yeah, I like with Steve, I pick the wine first, and then I don't really pick the food. I mean, I get on the menu what I want. Do you guys do that?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm in the mood for something. So I know if I'm going to have chicken, if I'm going to have fish, if I'm going to have a light pasta dish, or something with a cheese platter, or some appetizers, like maybe even something as silly as mozzarella sticks, or something like prosciutto and mozzarella. Yeah. Something like that. I'm going to go for a nice white. And usually I will go for a Pinot Grigio when I do that. And a couple other things I like to do with it, as well as like I'm looking at like a shrimp cocktail, grilled scallops, scallops and shrimp together. I love it with a Pinot Grigio. A nice like a salmon's great, especially something with a little lemon, lemon zest, little lemon taste to it, like that kind of thing. So those are the kind of things I look for when I'm looking for a Pinot Grigio, or if I see a lobster, something of that. So a lobster, I think, would be more of a Chardonnay, right? But if I'm looking at like a grilled shrimp and grilled scallops over like a light pasta or linguine and clam sauce, I'm definitely looking for a Pinot Grigio, something that I can enjoy. At least for me, that's what works. So when I'm looking at the basic wines on the wine menu, and these are just basic wines, I'm like, okay, that goes with this goes with that. And it's kind of cool because I can kind of impress my fiance and pretend I know what I'm talking about. And even if I don't.
If you don't, shameless plug, there's an app for that.
Yes, there is, called the Wine Likes app.
Okay, quick. Ready? Flash quiz question. Then favorite salad, go-to salad when you're at a restaurant?
Salad.
Cobb salad, did you say? I love a good fun. Steve.
Just a regular house salad.
No,
like a nice. No, but my house salads, you're not looking at like iceberg lettuce. I like a nice salad with romaine and arugula, and I want like it's almost like a mixed green salad, right? Beautiful tomatoes, some mozzarella in there.
We're going to talk red wines and restaurants, but so usually you find this at a steakhouse. If there is a wedge salad on the menu with that blue cheese, tomato, bacon bits, I am getting that salad.
And what are you putting with it?
But I love a good Cobb salad too.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't.
You're not talking wine, food. What's your favorite appetizer? And then, all right, favorite appetizer on the menu.
Go, Ben, you first.
How are you saying mozzarella before?
Mozzarella.
I like
caprese. Anything caprese goes with a Pinot Grigio.
Or caprese wines, I would say.
I like bruschetta. Bruschetta is my go-to appetizer.
That sounds good. And that I can see with a Sauvignon Blanc, because it's got a little spice on it sometimes, right?
What are you doing? Your favorite restaurant in New Jersey, you don't have to shout out. What favorite appetizer?
Favorite appetizer is I have two. I go with which I would have with Pinot Grigio with again, fried calamari.
Oh,
And I would also have I love my mussels. Listen to this. Mussels in a white sauce, a white garlic sauce.
right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And, but that I might have with a Chardonnay,
true.
okay, because of the butteriness, the oiliness. But you could still I enjoy it with a Pinot Grigio, which I've done in the past.
Good. Quick other question. No, not to get off topic here. You're going to a restaurant. Are you bringing your wine, or are you going to go to the wine list?
Great question, Ben. What do you think?
What do you mean by bring your own wine?
Well,
Exactly what BYOB.
I have it make a date to go to a restaurant. I will call to see what the corkage fee is.
I see, like I don't even know what you're. I understand like a corking fee. I know what that is, or I can assume what that is. But like we don't. That isn't a thing.
Remind the audience where Ben lives.
I know. I don't know. We're out in the corn.
Steve and I are urban. Ben is more. What do you consider it?
Rural.
Urban or rural?
I'm the people's wine man.
He is the people's wine man. He is.
Yeah.
I think in New Jersey and a lot around here East Coast, we have a lot of BYOB restaurants.
Okay.
And what that does, it saves them from getting a liquor license. So that's a big thing to me, right? And that's why I think maybe I think about the wine first, because I'm going to I'm like, yeah, let's go to an Italian restaurant. It's a little bistro. They don't have a liquor license. So you have to bring your own wine or bring your own beer or whatever it is.
Corkage fee?
So,
right.
they do not. If they do not have a liquor license, there's no corking fee.
Right.
So we bring our wine, and that's what we'll do. So I will grab, depends, in the wintertime or the fall, I'm going to start going into the reds. I'm bringing the reds with me. When we start getting into the spring and the summer, I'm bringing the whites. And that's when I'm going to start doing the light chicken dishes, the light salmon dishes, and the other things like that, and fish. And when I'm getting into the fall, I'm starting to get more into like the steaks or the heavier white meats or the heavy white fishes. Then I'm going to start with the Pinots, and we'll talk about reds next time. But it's just all seasonable to me. That's what I'm going to bring, to the place with me.
So you're like me. Okay, so Ben, have you ever dealt with a corkage fee, or have you ever brought your own wine? Like you're celebrating a special anniversary with your lady?
So you're asking me, have I ever had to pay a corking fee, or have I ever brought my own wine?
Call at the restaurant.
I tell you, I'll be honest with you. I've never called ahead of time to ask about any of those three things.
Okay.
I've never had to pay a corking fee, and I'm almost positive in saying I've never brought my own. Like that's very like faux pas, very faux pas in the Midwest.
Really?
Okay. I love it. That's why we're across the country here. All our differences.
And I don't want to exclude Ben, but faux pas or not, you're bringing your own wine. Steve and Ben, do you open it at a restaurant? Do you give some to the server at the end? You have really? Yeah. My fiance yelled at me because she's like, Jeff, stop offering wine. I'm like, they don't get to taste it, and I have good wine. And she's like, I want to drink it. You want to drink it.
That's funny. Yeah, over here,
any of it.
I'm not doing it to be rude. It's just one of those things where they can't. There's so many laws and things. Over here, for them to take a bottle off our table and drink it would be considered
not
disgusting.
A bottle, but hey, okay, they opened your wine you brought to the restaurant. Hey, get yourself a glass and have a taste of it.
Can't do it. Not when they're working.
Okay, you can do it in LA. I ask you, does your manager allow you to taste it? If they say yes, then I give them a taste.
Okay.
I loved it have you ever worked in restaurants, either of you, as servers or?
I have. I've owned a restaurant. Yeah.
Whoa, we need to do a whole podcast on Steve owning a restaurant.
Yeah. So that years ago, that was a big event in my life.
I want to know. We need.
It was a very fast event. It was a very quick, very fast
podcast about that. But I don't want to get off topic and all. But
yes.
So all right, I'm offering to be nice. But okay, ready or not, you're celebrating your anniversary. You have a nice bottle. You call the restaurant. How much are you willing to pay corkage fee? Ben, what's the match?
$15.
Oh shoot! Sorry, my alarm went up. $15. You have $100 bottle. Only $15. Steve, go. That's okay.
The most I will pay is probably the lowest price range of their bottle that they have. Let's just say they have a bottle that's $25 or a bottle that's $35. I'll pay about that. That's what I'll pay.
Yeah, 25 to 35 is the norm in Los Angeles. I've worked restaurants or managed restaurants where if it's on the list, you cannot bring it.
Okay.
Even if it's a different vintage.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. See, they don't really. It's not a thing by us really to do that. If we're going to bring our own stuff, we're going to go to a restaurant that doesn't offer wine to begin with. And over here, you can walk into a pizzeria and they have wine glasses on the table. Not all of them, but some pizzerias have like little restaurants in them, right? And in those little restaurants, they have the wine glasses already on the table, and you could bring your wine, and they'll come over, they'll ice it for you or whatever that you want them to do. And that's what it is. A lot of BYOB stuff here, which is pretty cool.
All right. Speaking of pairings, favorite meal with wine. I would say mine is pizza. Give me a pizza and just give me a wine.
Go ahead, Ben.
I would definitely agree, but since you already said that, and I think Steve's in agreement, I'm going to say steak.
Yeah, meat or steak, but I think just go on.
I mean, like, I would never get I'll take that back, but
no,
we grill a lot of our own. Like, that's like we have steak like once a week, once every other week.
Steak, you know what I mean? Cheap. We don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Steve and I don't.
Yeah, no, my steak.
When you can have cows in your backyard and slaughter your own pigs,
we go look, no cow.
Yeah,
I would have. For me, I think honestly, it's going to sound really silly. It goes back to my traditional roots. When I'm having my nice pasta and my meatballs and my sausage and my braciole and ravioli, whatever it is with a nice red sauce, and over the wintertime, you know what I mean? That's what I like to have my stuff with. When I make a pasta primavera, I'll pair it with a white. But, everything else, it's pretty much, with a red. So it's always the Italian staples that I enjoy. Because that's what I grew up with. Sunday dinners.
By the way, audience members, DM us. What's your favorite go-to food and wine? How much would you pay for corkage fee and all that?
Or write it in the comments. Write it in the comments section. Definitely. And we'll get back to you.
Are we ready to quiz?
I think we're ready for something special. Talked about it before. We're talking about the Wine Likes app. It's quiz time, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get ready for your wine quiz master, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. All right, we are here with Jeff. Take it away.
All right. Well, first of all, we have to discuss the rules of the trivia, right? So everyone get a glass of wine ready. You too, for everyone at home. Get the answer wrong, you only get one sip. Wah, wah, wah. Get the answer correct, you get 2 sips. Ben and Steve, are you ready?
Ready.
Buzzers or glasses ready?
Glasses ready.
All right. We did talk about this. So ready? I am eating oysters. So I am drinking a sweeter style Pinot Gris, a late harvest dessert wine, an old vine Barossa Shiraz, or a classic Chablis style Chardonnay. Steve, that was a great clink. Wait,
Thank you.
I'm really thirsty. Go.
That was good. The first one you said, the sweet, yes, the sweet one. Yes.
Ben?
I'm going to go with D.
Oh, Ben won. Yeah. I think Mr. Steve has Pinot Grigio on his mind.
I do. What was D again?
D was a Chablis style wine. Classic Chablis style Chardonnay.
I had to think about that. I don't eat oysters. There you go.
All right. I won't give you a hint on this yet, but I am eating whitefish with asparagus. So I am drinking a sparkling Lambrusco. Oh, love a Lambrusco. Steve, we got to talk about Italian Lambruscos one of these days. A Oloroso style sherry from Spain, or a bright young varietal style Sauvignon Blanc, or a young oak age style Cabernet.
Well, go ahead. You go, Ben. You go first so I can follow you.
I'm going to go with C.
A bright, yes, maybe.
I'm going with whatever Ben said because that makes Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes. That's why I said I wouldn't give you a hint. Correct.
Green fruits, green vegetables.
Green herbal wines. All right. Oh, we talked about this. This is Steve, which I would love to take Steve out on a date because he's cheap because all he gets is a green salad. Steve, I'm eating a mixed green salad with olives and capers. So am I drinking a Primitivo, a Vinsanto, a Pinot Grigio, or I'm going to butcher this one, Valpolicella?
Go ahead, Ben.
No, wait, Steve should answer. No, Steve should answer. He wants the mixed green salad at our date.
Pinot Grigio.
Ben?
I'm dying on that hill also.
Correct. 2 sips of Pinot Grigio.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
Well, which of the following is an ideal food pairing suggested for Pinot Gris? Not Pinot Grigio. Pinot Gris. Peppered calamari. Ooh. Thai chicken salad. Seasoned vegetarian cuisine. Or all of the above will work.
All of the above.
If you select all of the above and you select one inside all of the above, you can't be wrong, I suppose. But I'm going to go with C.
I'm going to go with, I see Ben taking 1 sip, and then I see Steve taking all of these sips, or 2 sips.
La, 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 la.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Pinot Gris is Pinot Grigio.
Yep.
It's just from France as opposed to Italy.
Okay. Ben, this question is for you. Lemon meringue pie served slightly chilled with fresh raspberries. Doesn't that sound good? By the way, this whole episode has made me so hungry. Ben, are you going for a late harvest Sauvignon, a Moscato d'Asti, an ice wine, or all of the above?
We're going to pair that with a Moscato.
Steve?
I'm going with all the above.
Ben, take your Moscato and have 1 sip. Steve, take your Pinot Grigio and enjoy 2 sips as we end this quiz. Congratulations.
Grazie.
I think now you guys are tied then because you missed 1 question, Steve, and Ben just did.
Ben missed 2.
I missed 2.
Who's keeping tabs? Not me.
But I missed a question. In my defense, if I was a student in this, I would say I missed a question, which the answer was all of the above. So I couldn't have got it wrong.
That's true, actually. That's true. But you did.
It wouldn't hold up in court.
Now you're right.
All
right. Now, really quick, I just want to get, before we wrap up our show, I want to do a bottle pop this week, for this show. And the bottle pop I have chosen is not a wine guy, guys. He is a cider guy. And this guy's fantastic. Go ahead.
What is bottle pop, Steve?
Oh, well, bottle pops is actually people because we met on Instagram we figured this,
I said, oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yes, we never met in person yet. Always on Instagram. And these are people that are on Instagram or other social medias that we talk to and interact with. And these are people we'd like to socialize and share a sip of wine with, right? Or a drink. In this case, it would be hard cider, which is pretty cool because it's a big thing up here in New Jersey, northern New Jersey, and New York State, the Hudson Valley. Cider's a big thing. So I'm going to shout out to my buddy over here. This is Adrian over at Hard Cider Guy on Instagram. That's his account. Okay, there he is. And really good stuff. And I just want to say he's a great guy. We've talked back and forth. He's actually a mixed martial arts fighter. I mean, does tournaments and everything when he's not sipping cider. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyway, that's who my shout out is for this episode. And this is for you, Adrian. Salud, nice. Hard Cider Guy.
Cheers. Hopefully we can have him on. And I haven't had hard cider in the longest time. I would love to go back and visit some. I'm sure we can find some wine like hard ciders.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. They have a lot of places. They have festivals and everything up here. Hard cider festivals and everything.
And as we say salud to your friend Adrian and we say goodbye to each other.
Well, wait a minute. How can they find you guys on?
I was leaning into that.
Oh, sorry.
I know. I no longer have hosting duties. So go, Steve. Where can they find you?
They can find me at NJ Stomps the Grape on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Or you can also find my blog at njstompsgrape.com, where we talk about all things New Jersey. And in fact, I'm just starting a new section all about winemaking, homemade winemaking. So if you're interested in the process, we're there.
I saw, shout out to Steve, you did riddling, right? Racking.
We did racking, yes.
It's crazy. I think I love what I love about your blog and everything is people don't understand the science and the skill that goes into a bottle of wine. It's crazy.
Yeah, for
Not
sure.
Not just pressing on a grape and there it is.
Right. There's a whole process to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben,
thanks.
Where can they find you, and then where can they find your arms? I think the elephant in the room is Ben's wearing a tank top, guys.
They can find me at Wine Mile on YouTube and or Instagram, and that's me. What about you, Jeff?
Well, guys, as Steve mentioned, there's a app called the Wine Likes app, and that's me. You can download the app and find me there and post and sip, socialize, and share. I'm on all of the socials at the Wine Likes app. And the three of us, you can get in touch. We would love to have you on the show. You challenge us to a quiz. Join us for a glass of wine, or vino, as Steve would say. So you can find us at Three Corky Dudes on YouTube or on Instagram or on the Talk or anywhere you get any of your social media. And
what about the podcast?
Yeah, this podcast. You can watch us. By the way, guys, it's so much more fun to watch us because we are three quirky dudes or three goofy dudes, I would say. Yeah. So
Sure.
definitely watch us on YouTube or Spotify or listen to us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, Lonely Apple.
Very cool. Well, until next time, guys, thanks for sipping, socializing with us. Now share us. We'll catch you next time. Keep stomping and salud.